Alright gamers, welcome back to Trackmania Spring 2025 campaign. Today we're going to be playing the last of the Green series, the 10th track in the campaign. Couldn't really tell from the picture what we're playing today, but let's take a look through a discovery run. Alright. Alright, a bit of a... seems more of a mixed track. Or platform track. Lots of jumps. Nothing too tricky though. Up that corner and... ooh. Alright, we're just gonna back that into the finish. Still a gold, despite that horrific crash at the end. But yeah, we're gonna have to do that without the giant crash. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of time to gain on this map. That was a bad landing, so gonna lose quite a bit of speed there. We're just gonna keep it going. Bonk the finish. Still enough for the auto time. But we're gonna play a few more, try to get a couple more improvements. Get a nice clean run without losing my speed to landing a bit too sideways. This map definitely feels like a weekly shorts map. I don't know how to describe it. It's it feels like one of the wide maps of the weekly shorts. Hard to crash, bit of platforming, nothing too complex. Just under 30 seconds on the auto time. I think the weekly shorts have to be 20. Might be 30. So I don't know. Yeah, nothing too tricky going on here, but there is a lot of space for improvement, I will say that. I don't think this is a boring map by any means. Especially that end. That end, I mean, you saw how it killed me the first run. Almost killed me the second run too. But yeah, I want to get that nice leap on that jump there, save a lot of time. I'm gonna need some speed for that. Okay, nice low jump. Alright, I think we're gonna have to go here. There we go. Nice and low onto that slope there. I think we can do one more. One more improvement. And we'll take a look at the record. See if anything crazy and wacky is going on. I guess that's the biggest difference from the weekly shorts. We can see the record here. So if there's a crazy shortcut, it won't be hit enough for us for a week. Not that I really think this track will have a crazy shortcut. There's a few too many checkpoints for that to happen. But you never know. You never know in Trackmania. There's always more to do to improve your runs. Alright, that was a bit better. Just seeing it so close to sub 28 though, I need to do one more. We'll keep going until I get below 28. Even if I get a 1000th improvement, we're gonna keep going. I just need the 7,000ths. 7,000ths and we can call quits on this track. Take a look at the world record and then I think in this video, I think we'll go back and rate the tracks for the green series. Alright. Not quite there. Decent run. But we need to maintain our speed through these jumps. That's gonna be the trickiest part about this map. Okay, and we're slightly ahead. I don't think we're gonna make it though. Yeah. Close, very close, but did not have enough speed in the end to make it. Alright, we do have a bit of speed here. We did have to go wide though. At the release. If I made that jump, we maybe could have made it work. But let's keep it going. We're oh so very close to that goal of a sub 28. This run is looking decent. Alright, let's go wide. Nah. Just a little too slow. 1/10 of a second. And 1,000. Alright, lock in gamer. No, had the release, not good. I clipped the end. It maybe could have been enough if I didn't do that. Maybe. But that's alright. Alright, come on. Nope, not quite. Okay, it did release a bit on there, but I think that's gonna be okay. Because it gives us an earlier landing. Lost speed on there. But I'm way ahead. Just need to do this, and I think we're good with that. Hit our goal of a sub 28 by a quarter of a second. And yeah, first let's take a look at the record. Oop. Not where I wanted to go. Alright. Alright. So, got another record by Hobbit. I believe Hobbit had the record on the last track too that we played. Very low jump. That is beautiful. Cutting these corners. Yeah, just doing a very good job of jumping as low as possible. Taking as much speed as you need, or as much space as you need to make these turns. And yeah, just like a second and a half ahead of us. So we're gonna go take a look at the green series and go ahead and rate them real quick before we end this video. I'll just do one run through each track. Don't need to do improvement, but we'll do one run just to get a feel for it and we'll give it a rating. So this one, I remember was not the biggest fan of. I found this quite boring. Oh, I wanna do a clean run though. Clean run. Now, one thing I have learned since I filmed the 06 video is apparently this is a remake of an old track from, I think it was Trackmania 2. Trackmania 2 Stadium, of course. But, not the biggest fan of this track. Actually, I might go ahead and give it a minus. That might just be me, though. I get it if you do like this one. Alright, let's go on to the next one. So this one's the dirt one. The Excite Bike one, if y'all have ever played this one. I do like dirt maps a lot, so I might be a little biased, but who's not, you know? Keep our third gear at least. Quite a bit worse than our PB, but we're just doing a nice little run just to get a feel for the track again. That was slightly too bad. Oh wait. I think that was just enough to to get the auto time, funnily enough. So, big plus. Big fan of this one. Take a look at the next one. So this one's the A08. Always a fun, wacky map. Maybe not the most competitive, but there is a legitimate skill to, you know, getting these downhills clean. I will say that. Of course, this run, not doing too great. Not quite the AT, just a little off. I'm okay with giving this AOE a plus. I did think the weekly short, that was 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, that had the AOE, I think that one was a bit better than this one, in my opinion. But always gotta have a nice wacky map somewhere in the campaign. Alright, and got track 09, the plastic track. And just a nice downhill into these wall rides. A bit of speed here. Would be funny if I PB'd. Yeah, not gonna PB, but it's gonna be close because of how much speed I had. This one, I think I'm okay with giving this a +2. Solid plastic track. The only thing I didn't like is that one corner that kept clipping me, but you know, every track's gotta have something, right? Alright, and last one will be the one we just did. The platform track. Just go as low as possible on these jumps. And then try and make these turns. Oh my god, I'm making a huge PB at the end here, aren't I? Almost a sub 27. That was a pretty good run. I think that's a nice way to end off that video. Did not mean to PB there, but you know. I think it's a solid platform track. No bias because I just PB'd, but yeah, quite enjoyable. Green Series overall pretty good. Just didn't like 06. And yeah, this is the end of the freebies. So if you don't own the club access, you're gonna have to to pay for the next 15, but if you want to challenge my times on any of the previous ones, you know, it's free to download, give it a shot, try and beat me, comment below if you can. And yeah, I think this will be the end of this track, and I'll see y'all on the Blue Series.